na Abam Sani, and so a certain member of parliament for Mpoho constituency. Aropai, penny for Mama Kwaba. Okay, I think this year that is what I wanted to do. I have to come to your fear, so I feel we have in the year.
Yeah.
But from Pomi, dear.
Oh, we be a boko. Ana votum nenye ba e bompa so.
Esa be ye.
Oh, e bompa. Mini anya we die. E
be ye.
Ombo brapa.
All right, Sadi. Oso ho die be ye.
Afishapa.
Afi come to your fear, so.
Onyame ani ye di ni ye. Afi etwam. Nyame agye tata saa dia aba afi na wie asa dia ahye afi so ase afi ye sha ase January we almost at the end of the month. Wasani edi ni ye ma ye hu afi ahye ase bosu medical no so enti ene hwe be ka se onyame na na eda na ase
Exactly.
Ye mumu ye ene yakwa yaba hina no odina adum ye enti yada nase.
Amen. Exactly. So I'm right no dey tell kakra mo fa nche na yen shase okoforo dia enra town hall meeting on e-levy arabosani be shase ye wo so ne course wo ho no mo as it ye be ka say ye response to NDC Diom kwe Kumasi ana.
Yo, mini am das ma me fa kwenya na binchia etiefo mpempempempema ana wahwefo mpempem a omohwe yan no pay. Kanka omampanyin na bedi ekire ene obatampa owo fie kasim. Antifrema ana pe bebi obi am obi achi. Ene yahwefo mpempem a omohwe. Mini am das over the weekend last week, we had a workshop retreat at Kwewu, Rock City, and as a majority caucus, we came out with a lot of strategies and way forward for the second session of the 8th Parliament. What we intend doing, and then the executive as well. What the executive also have in mind for us as majority. So I executive omampanyin ni ministers ni adwen omo for amembo for afi ashase ekosi ewie no ne ombepese yen edom kese yewo mbahedwom no ye no omo be the collaboration and execute the government agenda, policies and programs. Yakobobo draw the outline of our programs. Now, one of them here, the town hall meetings, particularly on the subject of the e-levy. Members of Parliament, caucus. Regional caucus, nominate NIPA 5 from each of the region.
Okay.
Make a Western Regional 5, Now, some can be Kobe, but and you may many of my penny ni ahifo Asia no efficacy into mentimi and Kobe. Into both regions they are all there doing town halls meetings. We engage the communities, the stakeholders across, trying to let them understand the need and the reason why the e-levy need to be accepted as Ghanaians. And so, Kufuor the eyes on the cake, which is the finance minister and then the communication minister. And the information minister, and now Mokoye the
deputy majority leader.
Yeah, deputy majority leader. They were there, and so they throw more light on the e-levy, and having done that, they gave the space for the audience or the public also to ask questions your more how and I say on be person be tiasia be more maji living. So the forum was open na questions among for beside the resource personnel also body also it take more time I respond to most because the idea is that the resource persons will do a short presentation, then allow the public to ask more questions. So a lot of questions were asked, and they took their time to respond to them, for them to answer. At the end of the day, into percentage, almost 80% to 90% of the gathering now really bought the idea and understood why the e-levy need to be bought and to be approved. And so we are making a headway. It's ongoing. This week, I've been at Joy News. I've been at Atinka TV, Atinka Radio. Today I'm here. And so we are still educating Ghanaians on the e-levy. And I believe by close of next week, we'll get somewhere.
Okay. All right. That's it. So, Koforodua, a year town hall meeting. Honorable members.
Yo, openi, send a many accounts so meet a chef for Nina. We will be official. A few way we should be as a onya hunding, a pomudin, onya juma, na obia neni das one, and bremumano.
Amen.
Town hall meeting. MPP4 Ayendra FR e-levy one. Yeah. The reference is a road show. I'm person I'm introduce e-levy and a tax be. A tour beer SSA Ghana for Omontia. Nanka a tour way there. Enka Samerica Nanka cost but a near man kitty beer. Ghana for bidimu susu no na omo pese aban no on chere sa niamam na to be frank with you endra ne town hall meeting am hu here no especially so to me Minister of Finance negotiations well I don't know whether maybe our reserve negotiations to maybe higher caucuses. But also ko cancer na ni ma menjem na nko pese abotino na ne wa abotino. Look, we are in a serious business amrin. Sanya ma otaka no. Me nim se MPP phone tag kasanchere no. I don't know. So who kwa presentation adintia Fitch add down gradient from B to B minus. Eya sema here. Here so sako kase o mami nyimonanko or aboti na wa amboti. We don't need those stories. We don't need them. But that is what he always does. But because to me right now, as an individual, I'm a man on my own. With God, all things are possible. We've gotten a wrong Minister of Finance.
A wrong Minister of Finance?
Very, very wrong Minister of Finance. Yes. Because have you ever seen him say, Onuni obiti tebusu, a critical analysis of our economy, debida. Always one way.
Beyond the style.
Against style. Because we are not getting more kind. Let me tell you one thing that he said yesterday. Or say, from basic to SHS, we have 2.5 people attending school. Do you get me right? Now, if 2.5 million people are attending from crèche or what to JHS, and your government focus is on 1.2, which is the free SHS I can answer. Now, what plans do you have for
the basic?
The basic.
The basic
1.3. Say no crowd also. This is what yesterday he said this and it struck me like yes, this is what we are talking about. And also free hospital from SHS to university, you know, or see 700,000 drops out. Do you get it right? So about 500,000 goes to the university and tertiary institutions. So you know this analysis. Why do you pump billions upon billions upon billions in only the free SHS? And as at this time, I yet school down and so on. As at this time, I yet textbooks and so on.
I'm saying Ebeko March.
Me say, Ebeko March, ye be school that ben. You get it right. And how many years now have we started the free SHS?
Is it not this?
How many years have we not
is that not the reason why they are engaging stakeholders? Said they be a e-living not to say they be a buying Biniska.
No, they didn't talk about e-levy going into education. What did they say? They talk about 1.7 billion going to road. They talk about 583 going into USTAR. Do you get it right? And then the rest paying loans and all these things. They didn't talk about education. So when you go there and make this analysis, okay. My fan say analysis is very good.
Okay.
Now, inti sika waji. Nienti a amount for kase e-levy we engine say sika wonko waji as a minister of busi a wabo. Egu ma ekano eda ho sese no. Wa wo hia awusa bobo nema adenti na wanye mu bi. Na ehun sese no education sector no eda ni bibia no wawie. And our health sector, no, hospitals, ni woni nyina no wawie. And our roads, no, yenim se untumi ye roads ni nyina. But we should be counting and beating our chest. Per the quantum of money, 220 billion, as compared to Muhammad's 60 billion, so to say. Yet to me, tina hobubo kwano. So if
but
60...
record shows so my quite saying any other government in the Fourth Republic.
What is their record? Where are the communities? Where are the kilometers? We have it. We have it in our green book.
I think they have communicated this out there.
You see, when somebody is talking to you on e-data like the vice president is saying, he's deceiving you.
But when it
because I have empirical facts and example.
But when it is in the green book, there is not a deceit.
The reason why I'm talking of green book is that the community that project has been done is there. So even if the chiefs... Wait, so even if the chief or anybody from that community want to take us on, that green book will be your witness.
Yes.
Do you get me right? That is my point of... Okay. In the e-data they are talking about, in my hometown, Baika, they put it there. If today they have dropped it, I said they put it there, that they have dug 10-seater toilet in my hometown, which was not there. I took them on myself. Do you remember the Minister of Information to come and tell us some of the projects were ghost projects?
Yeah.
That was the time. So you were deceiving the people. So, meanwhile, you have taken a lot of money.
All right. So is it not be a oversight? Mistakenly, because in the Green Book, there were other projects which were not in existence, but Newum, Emma Central for Yerkan. And you admitted, I say yes, it was a mistake. Oh, me personally. Okay, and I understand. Me personally, me follow the Western region back home. Maame ankasa me follow.
Yes, so my brother, that is why that book is there as your evidence. So because I say review or data, so ube ko na ya delete. Ube ko ti say me chrome there na ya delete. So what are you going to send to court?
Facts are there.
Yes. So what we are saying is that
immediately they publish it. No, we also keep copies.
You see, Niamie can say ni say omufa wrote ni we no fambra. Listen, the time Boamah was in opposition, he said, "Sir, Muhammad $35 billion, and I said, he should be doing thousands of kilometers of road, 10 or 1,000-fold. Is that not
right?
So today, if sister can give you that, then you expect that what Muhammad have done, we should be seeing about 4 times fold
of what?
Of what the money you have taken.
Okay.
Then we are coming with proper comparison.
Okay.
That is, but we don't see it.
All right.
Say,
Mama.
Me this no. Sa e-levy asema omo kan. Nienti a ache enese. Omo adisika. Mpanyifo me dem nya twini o. Ba mo se ne ofuru dia pa. Na ye de. Na ye piano. Sika waji no. Minister bia nya njibida wo ya brabom. Ba ye hu eduma potia wo dia ye.
All right.
Inti se sa disika no di mawa. it means you are just going to consume the money. So now, baby, a template on
have you decided not to see and ask
I talk about the quantum.
Yes.
I refer to Boamah here. Is that not it?
Yes.
So if Mahama can give us second interchange, out of 60, how many 60 goes into 220? Then we look at the projects.
All right, Honorable Medase. Honorable Boamah member also.
Yo, Minya Medase. Na utie yenuanum a omo free NDC no omo kasa. Then sometimes you find out be almost say ntina omo te Ghana ha. Ya wo Ghana ha. And late Vice President Mr. Atta, they call Eastern Region, one of the schools. Kukrantumi. In your era, even chalk teacher for better child, you are not able to produce it.
Yeah, Mama chalk and Mama chalk.
Teachers were complaining about even chalk just to write and teach children was difficult for NDC government to produce it. Today, you come and sit here and talk about textbook. Go and find out whether last year, all the schools across the country, all the necessary material, the textbook that they need, from the basic to whatever, whether it was not provided.
No, it wasn't.
Huh? Go and check.
It wasn't
now
provided.
you come.
Let's get it right.
Get your facts clear.
It wasn't provided. The Minister for Education even came out and said this year March and Ebeba.
This year March.
Even
no,
as we speak.
No,
it
is March for this year.
Yes.
No. Upakayam said the whole last year.
Yes.
The whole education calendar, no materials was provided.
Schools run without textbooks.
No, find out. Please find out. It's not true.
Maybe you have a different
find out. It's not true.
But the fact I have is what I am churning out there.
This year's the calendar year that the textbook will be ready in March. So find out. Now let's come to the loan.
All right, but that is not what I have. What I have is what I have said.
You are talking about loans. In your era, from 2009 to 2017, you handed over. You attracted a loan over 1,400%. You took from 7.8 billion and ended up 120 something billion. How many percentage did you do?
7.8 billion.
When our external debt, 2009, when
it was 9 billion.
What 9 billion?
Yes.
And then when you were leaving power 2017,
start from Rollins. It is not Kufuor who started the Fourth Republic. No, it was Rollins.
When you were talking, I was here.
No, that is the mistake they have been doing.
I did not interject.
Thank you. Okay.
When you were talking, I was here. I did not interject.
No, it is not that.
So
he is the host.
Arabam, please go ahead.
Please, he is the host. When he finds something else that he want to
now will surely come in.
Please, when you were talking, I was saying I could have interjected all that you said. So please allow me to talk. The record shows that when we were handed over 2009 to Atta Mills, our external debt was 7.8. Even if it is in the area of between 7 and 8 billion, it is 7 billion. Now from 7 billion to 2017, when you were handed over, how many loans have you attracted? 1,400% from 7.8 billion to 120 something billion. And you are talking as if NDC did not attract a loan in this country.
Maame.
Now talking about Rose, Minya, Rose, in your era of the whole 8 years, you did 4,000 something kilometers. In our 5 year space, we have done 5,000 something kilometers. Within 5 years, so in Tianemo, more roads. You are here talking about deficit of roads. We have done more roads in our 5 years duration of governance than you, the 8 years added Mahama and Atta Mills. So what are you talking about? Mutia, you live your own can once me. Maybe sometimes some more better and at the level of the finance committee, more NDC for any MPP, you have approved the e-levy at the committee level. What is left is the plenary bill voting for us to approve it to become a law. But NDC, the NDC caucus in the finance committee have approved the e-levy. So when you come to the public and make you look as if you have not even concerned to it and in parliament, then sometimes it baffles all of us. Just to throw dust into the people, into Ghanaians.
At the committee level.
At the committee level.
But we also say almost kick against it.
They didn't kick against it.
But you had the numbers.
Massa, so can you identify who did not vote for it? Can you identify? Because it was a vote. Can you identify who voted and who did not vote for it?
But we know their position.
What's
we
that?
can't
It is
identify,
when
but
they
we know
come
the
out,
opposition.
that's when they come and give that stance position, say we are against it. You
Okay.
approve the e-levy at the committee level. So what are they talking about? Now, he's here talking about tax 1.7, whatever, tax and whatever. Sometimes when you want to play their records, then they said, yeah, kind of them. Go and 2015, the budget as a Tepe year. Before then, Mahama came out with a press conference or whatever, admonishing Ghanaians and said, your revenue are called for be a tax, indirect tax, now the sky engine and soon, you know, the people in the indirect tax bracket, you know, and also a DNA and the EDG or honor. At that time, they went in stress need of funds because the revenue never no yashi. What I say before them, Krano, okay, the proper phrase, Yarin Namana at that time they are quite IMF school teachers allowance, training allowance, even employment the public sector was freeze.
Yeah.
So they were stressed. That's the budget. I'm introducing 17 taxes, including tax on condom, taxes on even cutlasses are essential to educate farm. They introduce tax on all of them. If you are not stressed in need of funds, will you put taxes on this commodities or these materials? At the end of the day, 17 taxes, meaning I say even one, each of the item was even 0.5%. With the average, I'm just giving an average because some of them was even 1%. Who multiply 0.5% by 17, how many percent do you get? It's not more than 8%.
Yeah.
So in a given year of a budget, you're able to introduce 8% tax increase in this country. Krowe Ambo, there were people who were poor. There are vulnerable people in this country. You introduce 8% tax value in a given year in this country. Obi Ankasa, Ghana and she.
But we walk out of parliament. We walk out of parliament.
You're working then?
Out of parliament.
Yes, we walk out, but what happened? They implemented that.
They had the numbers.
Yeah, now you buy, you say, yeah, can say a nuisance tax, you buy, you pay in every. So when we came to power 2017, we took all of them off. Some, fine. So we took some off. But when we spoke, that time now you kasa and business, so they implement it. They approve it and implement those taxes. 8% tax value in a given year, BC Kromada. And then you levy 1.7. And they are trumpeting, jumping all over. As we say, Crowway, 1.7 levy. That time now, and then they have become apostles of the vulnerable and the needy and the poor in society. At that time, kaya ye omuti eswa adie wo krom kra no. You levy them. That kaya who is poorer than kaya in town? Kaya omoso anyama, when they here for seeing. But there's a no here's continue. What the levy crowd the almost everybody be free. So when these people are talking, sometimes you don't know where they are coming from. Moreover, you were a party in opposition waiting to come to government. The boy. Yeah, you have a levy. Say it back, never implementing, that is so bad in the eyes of Ghanaians. Now into Ombeto Abeti I am a waba by man. Why are you stopping us? Do get an do get an
yes, I do.
That's not I'm trying to pay. Yeah, or power. Oh, person about power. Oh, per coin to yen. Now, our errors, our advantage. Into assuming say ye live, you know, error, yeah, they were better Ghana for come on who actually to extend say 2024 metro abetia. Why are you stopping us?
Almost drink Ghana for
what am I doing? Look, diabolic, I'm telling you, they know very well say if this levy goes through, we may get certain revenue to do projects, implement our policy and program, which will give us a good light in the eyes of Ghanaians for them to vote us into power. They know. That is why they are doing all this. That is why Mahama, the National Party hierarchy, all of them have jumped. Now, they all behave as if they are members of parliament. I'm telling you.
Okay.
You see, so you ask yourself, say, what is this hula baloo about this e-levy? You were able to introduce 8% in a given year. Ghana and she. Obi introduced 1.7 there. Ghana beshi. And then you won't say here for Ghana ha.
All right. I mean, I was say, honorable member. So, original TV. So, for when you go to the Boamah, Darko Isaac na Aropa Penifo amani omo asinkunya yedin komo efa eyo man Ghana ehwo most especially eye e-levy onunyam for Daniel Kwesi Ashama or ye former member of parliament for Boam constituency na onunyam for John Kobana Abamsani member of parliament for Mpoho constituency within the Boamah Darko Isaac na Yeah, was some few minutes to go. Unfortunately, Esla was making a year comparison. And I say UK, 10%, Ghana, 1.75%. Argentina, hey, giddy, baby.
That is exercise in futility. And we compare UK, the services they provide for their citizens to what he is looking for here. The pensions and even what during this COVID things that they give. When they compare, they should compare very well. America for practice checks in most citizens. Yeah, they're not Omasa ko GS kakra 2.5 billion for IMF. Ye bisa ho akunta se se abedania bobo. They should give a break. Look, MP people, they are not competent in let people buy into their idea. They could not communicate. That is their problem.
They could not convince you.
They could not convince us or me. Do you get me? You are talking history. You want to introduce levy. I thought they've taken you people there to educate you, to tell Ghanaians why we should pay the levy. You say Mahama was taxing Kaya people. Today, I have to debunk your assertion. If I have to educate, then I will educate. So I have to debunk all that you say.
All right, so noted.
Yes.
So don't tell me. If I've been educated,
I've also been very educated to Ghanaians.
You had the time.
Because you are not educated when you are doing propaganda.
All right,
and
so
falsehood. I have to debunk your falsehood and propaganda.
And you've done that, Honorable.
Today, go to Makola here and see whether they are taking tickets from the people who are carrying pass. Go and see. Are they not taking? They are taking. Now, when we move from that place, what we are saying is not... Sir, who call what? Politics who na edu. Omo say omo nja na yen lose. Yen dream politics who. Me dream me mama who we are sika no. Who na me dream.
Because omo we are sika.
Say me di sika send mama say na ko ji live. Adwuma be na ban ye mama. Oma no pension. Omo ka UK say oma me mama pension. Ansa na wo kwa ko ji ne sika me di ma no so nkoton dro. That is what we are looking at. Now mama can try Ghana for say
but honorable, the taxes that have been introduced years ago and years to come, taxes have been introduced.
Yes.
No.
You better introduce even new ones.
Yes. Yeah, Maame no, yeah, Papa no, yeah. That's like na mom you pension.
Electricity, you take a service, isn't it?
Yes.
You take a service, isn't it? So, your national health insurance, you take a service. How do you take when they take your e-levy? What service did government give you? Tell me. Catch me. Say, I dare when I want to buy home. Do you get me right? National health insurance, electricity, light.
Yes.
Insure, and yes, sir. That is reasonable. That is what we are talking about. Mami nka say me answer na me time I say. Me ka kire me before. And your man penyukufo na start Fourth Republic. So when you want to make analysis, before free rolling so how much a can of rolling is jai? How much a car? Please, Mama. He left 4 billion. Okay, he left 4 billion. A car runs 6.8 billion. You are not telling me.
I can give all of you.
All right.
I have all of them here. It was 4 billion. From 2001. To 2006 to 7. And now, Omudiye Kache 4.2 billion.
Through HIPEC.
That's right. So that 4.2 billion mudi check. If you are not the big can
yes.
Or the big on a man penny for the big and son of mudi chair. In Tiba, we say crown of man penny for what they are bro. What's up, Casa could do 9 billion within 1.5 years. And you are bro. So when them people for Casano, they should make a please.
Okay.
Now,
thank you. All right. I'll come to you.
National health insurance.
All right. So.
I know that VAT no cost straight 2.5%, 2.5%. How much was VAT and sana can for that? Then all they are too. Ono wan for tax atusu muti ho tax amu dis kan so na mu adi mutumi kosora ye kenke party e of last how o ma panyi tumi to
bi tax
o ma di kenke nyemi na mi ka wan ho mu so mu di kenke any chinam. Oh, this is a government. They did it, not me.
With the tax?
Yes, they went for our loan and went to Flagstaff House to take kenke party. O ma panyi an to vie an fa konja sumo ye twi fa krom ha. These are the useless things that is prompting Ghana to reject.
All right,
this level.
thank you. Honorable Daniel Kwesi Ashama, thank you so much.
Very lazy government we've carried on our head.
All right, Honorable
Very lazy.
Sunny, you are doing 2 minutes, so we wrap up.
Yeah. I see, before I call Hippic, scared chain of you office now. I had the car. You went to IMF with all the year the amount now. Office no what a car 120 something billion. Okroma. IMF I'll call with all the credit, say policy credibility. Ni why ni scared the amount in our office no aboka more than 128 something billion. Oh cancer. Yes, sometimes when these people are talking, or see then Omo can cover it. No, last Omo era, there was this indication. There was indication of Ebola. Unity and now Sierra Leone, in Liberia. Now the wave was showing say a bit more about Ghana. Ebola and see Ghana how, but 2000 preparation, making sure of say Ebola bar. Your best one no then can obiano. Ask them. Scar almost spending. Ebola na mau. Just preparation to solve say Ebola. Look at the expenditure.
Okay.
It is Ebola de bad and can the Ghana ne bebutu. You see, sometimes
you don't know what
I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm telling you.
You have 1 more minute. 1 more minute to go.
Ghana for what team? Ghana for what team is 7.
Yeah, water.
MPP aban Oman paying for the MPP aban. We meant well with Ghanaians. Aban opedo ni Ghana wodin ye. 1592 based in there. Aban bia awaba oko. Onim de yesi kasem. Onti ye. Osande nipa de dom na ye doso. Say population is over 30 to 31 million. But yesika yenye free yen ho e de boye bra no kwa na okofom na nipa ne yedoso a yesika sem no okofom no na oya ye haw yedoso so no na ye bisade ane ye hia de no so odoso ya kwana ode ye no odoso hospital de yesi odoso school de yesi odoso ya pomdin sem so odoso ni nda ye beso ano a oyesika sem.
Yes.
Inti ye sega na fo de bebe ye dwunu wo man yankasa yentiti ye borem ni afam boye bra inti se beti my demadia vehicle cra ye de be boaze obeboayen ya brabo no oni ni yile.
All right.
Inti ye se Ganafo woni ye adwenkro na yile vi yanjintum na ehun sunsuanso bi obeba bia no ya na ye de be boye bra ya ma wa ati ase de ye di bi be ye akwan ye di bi so be boa mbabu na wa wie school a wo padwuma wa ye wankasa wo gina wo na ado wa ye wadwuma di beboa won na afesu ye ka ya boato wo 92 Lawrence ne bredo kofo ne bredo atamels ne bredo mahama ne bredo besi ne no ye di bi etuatua ne kakaka o sa de ye ka no ado so.
All right, honorable Emrena Ason, we got to go.
Na ye nuanom NGC fudi oman won pe ne ye o ma wo ye no se wo ti won
na drink Ghana for into the fighting living. Honorable, yeah, sorry, so say thank you. Oh, about 3. You had 3.
No, Maame nka etie for say. In the finance minister 88% of the revenue ayenya no Accra region, Greater Accra Nefu. The competent they are talking of, we expect them to develop strategies.
Okay, yeah, other regions, no.
Other regions.
Okay,
oh,
that is
what
the 15 other regions.
All
right, thank you.
You say you are watching
all right, thank you so much. Honorable Daniel Kwesi Asiama, former member of parliament for Boem, and Honorable John Kobina Abam Sani, a member of parliament for Mpoho. But then the Boamah Kwesi. Okay. All right. Okay.
Developmental project.
All right. So, thank you.
Yatumon cry on announce out of the blue. Your back is louder. In Tampana, you roll it tight, cause serious see a fake. They love to think you wanna fly. Yeah, dear, be me when it get. Kwame Brenya, Brefie.
Enfie drosia nine ni Ghana enya ne fa ho die. Fremra yenya ye fa ho di ebesi ene. Empempenso oman edu efa sikasam ho. Ya pomudin sem. Ye school sam ho. Ene empo ye nwere mu kane ensam ho no. Ene ne ekeka ho no. Sam pempenso ene sese ye du ana.